what is the scenario? How many patients have carotid disease you come across in India? Is it very common? Similarly, peripheral arterial and venous disease. Dr. Khanna, sir.
That's a very interesting question because, unfortunately, not much data is available. And we have a society which is known as the Asia Pacific Vascular Society. This is the biggest society of addressing the vascular disorders in the Asia Pacific region. And we've actually done a registry which is known as the Asia Pacific Vascular Registry. And we have been working on it for 2 years to just know what is the prevalence and incidence of different types of peripheral arterial diseases and carotid disease specific to our countries and our region, because our risk factors are a little different than what it is in the West. Now, if you look at it in India, what it is seen that people above the age of 40, there is a 40% chance that they will have some degree of peripheral arterial disease or a venous disorder. So you have to remember this rule of 40. So after 40, you have a 40% chance of having a problem with your brain artery or leg artery or a venous problem. On the other side, people who have carotid artery disease, which is the artery of the brain which causes stroke, if you look at those patients, 90% of those would have disease either in the heart arteries or in the leg arteries. So this is very common in India, and India being a diabetic capital of the world, the diseases are much higher. I mean, if you look at the international figures, the incidence is around 9 to 10%. And if you look at in India, it's 4 times higher. It's about 40%.
So I think it's very important, Dr. Khanna has mentioned that the prevalence is very high, but it is underestimated, not understood, and not well managed. He also mentioned that even doctors are not aware. What to talk of public? Even doctors are not aware that this is the problem which is existing. And a very strong word he has told. There is a very strong correlation of coronary artery disease with carotid artery disease, even up to a tune of 70%, which is very, very important information. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, I must say that carotid artery disease is a surrogate marker. Means it predicts the patient has got hardening of the arteries elsewhere also. Or there are some deposits of cholesterol elsewhere also, like in coronaries, in the heart, or maybe elsewhere in the peripheral vessels. There is a very, very strong correlation. I think that's very important. And the burden is enormous. We should not underestimate the burden. If we pick up the disease at the carotids and peripheral arterial in early stages, we can salvage the jeopardized brain and jeopardized heart and kidney to a very large extent.
There is a leakage of these valves, or if there is a malfunction of these valves, what happens is the veins start getting congested and the blood starts pooling